radio. Shout it.
Could you talk about y'all relationship and y'all being able to work together in the game and just being homies in the game, man?
Me and Pimp, we started early, man. Like after they first album, Too Hard to Swallow, man. Them niggas showed up at the dungeon one day, like with Mama driving. All three of them niggas had on Dickies. You know what I mean? Mama had on Dickies, Pimp had on Dickies, Bun had on Dickies. I tell you, y'all ain't never met nobody from Mama against this. Her man, that lady wore boxers. She ain't wear panties. That man, Miss West wore boxers. You know what I mean? So it's like we went from there to Pimp really loving Atlanta to, yo, call me one night, yo, man, I'm moving to East Point. I'm coming where you at. I said, what? moved in some apartments on Virginia Avenue, and then across from the graveyard. Yeah, I pulled up like, hey man, across from the graveyard, Virginia Avenue. You know, it wasn't right back then. You know, so I was like, then the next thing you know, they did the next album. Me and him always was together. You know what I mean? Then they dropped the next album. Pimp went back to Texas. Bun came here. So Bun stayed here for about a year. Pimp started getting in trouble down in Houston, started going off. That's when he shot the manager and thing. You know what I mean? So Bun was like, I'm going back to Texas, you come to Atlanta. So he get back to Atlanta, he bought a house on Mableton. So the whole time they was doing, what was the one with One Day You Here?
Dirty?
Yeah, when they were doing that album. They did that whole album, man. I remember Pimp went to New York, met with Jai, came back, and he played the album for me on VHS tape. Because back then, he was always scared of the engineers and everybody stealing the music.
Yeah.
So what he would do, he would go master the album on a VHS tape. Because he knew niggas would walk in his room, and they would never know that the album was right there, but they'd steal everything else trying to find the album. You know what I mean? So, and that was the first time, man, Pimp showed me how they screwed. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, yo, Gippy, let me show you how to do it. And he went over there to the stereo, and he took the back off, and he turned something down. I'm like, what the hell you doing back there? You like, man, I'm screwing it. You know what I mean? So that was the thing. He was like, I turned the pitch down to play the music slow. He said, that's how I know the words right. That's how I can hear this, hear that. And I never, knew why he did that. He just had his own little recipe of how to put records together, man. And he was just the greatest, dog. Like, he called me the whole time he was locked up, man. Like, that whole shit that happened when, Judge was on some bullshit, man. Gave that man 8 years for that bullshit, man. That shit was bullshit, you know what I mean? For not going to a class or some shit, man. Put that man in prison over some shit like that. So that really took a toll on him. You know what I mean? It took a toll on him, and it was hard for him, man, because he had just got them. He had just really started moving around, and when he came home, he was kind of like, man, what we gonna do now? I mean, when Bun went to New York, he was like, man, I'm gonna go fuck with Jay-Z. And Pimp came back to Atlanta, got a mansion out there in North Point, out there up 400. So we out there at the house, and I remember Bun calling the house. He said, yo, man, just recorded a record with goddamn Jay-Z, nigga. Boy, I think this the one, shawty. And I remember Pimp saying, man, I don't fuck with that, man. Man, I don't fuck with that, man. I don't know why you messing with that, man. That country rap tune around here, man. You know what I mean? So he was snapping on Bun like, oh, nigga. This was so funny that Bun was up there when the car got broke into and the music got stolen, nigga got stabbed. You know what I mean? All that was going on at the same time. Damn. So Jay go to jail. You know what I mean? Yeah. We sitting here, we at the mansion, we sitting here watching this shit. We like, hey man, damn, lock Jay-Z up. You know what I mean? So we sitting there, we like, you got to do the record, my nigga. You got to get on the record. And he went and jumped on the record, man. And it was so funny because the whole time they say, Bun called and say, man, we gonna do the video in Trinidad. And I remember Pimp like, man, they ain't going to Trinidad. Fuck, I'm going to Trinidad, folk. Yep. You know what I mean? So Bun over in Trinidad doing the video. They waiting on this thing all day. He ain't coming. He like, hey man, check this out. I got an idea. I'm gonna go to Miami. I'm gonna call me a snow bunny, and I'm gonna park my Benz on the beach. We gonna shoot my shit. Put it in the video, and we good. Hey man. Man went and shot his own video to another nigga song. You know what I mean? Hey man, then pull no punches, my dude. Like I ain't seen that man do some of the wildest shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, the first time I ever met Bootsy and Webby, he had him with him. That's when he went down there and said, man, I'm gonna come up with him. I'm gonna do me a label, man. Label. I got these two little boys out of Baton Rouge, man. I think they eat. I said, who is he? He said, Bootsy and Webby. And I was just like, damn, okay, there's some flashy names. Okay, I'm gonna remember them. But you know, it was funny that when I met them, they were still like little kids. You know what I mean? Like I did Pimp House. So I was kind of like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like kids, you know what I mean? But it was just him knowing, and I always wanted to mess with the most hood and the most ghetto to teach him game, you know what I mean? And I think that's my biggest, it has always been my biggest thing with the ones they say so big. They never got nothing to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? How y'all niggas get so much success and so much money and then you quiet as a mouth. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, okay, so what this tells me is that once them people come put their arm around you and say, hey man, you the guy, man, you know, you can't even speak on that no more. It's almost like you separate yourself from the actual crowd that put you there. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's made us survive so long. Because, hey man, one thing that it proved to me when Outkast did that Outkast 3 days in Atlanta and sold that motherfucker out, man, I'm telling you, man, them some millions made, man. It's a lot of money made, man. Yeah. Millions, double figures, you know what I mean? But at the same time, that let me know how powerful our music was and how much we did for humanity. Oh. You know what I mean? That's what we did for the South. That's what we did for the city of Atlanta. You know, because then those 3 nights in Atlanta, man, we had people from all over the world came to see us.
Radio Shouty.